Picture this. Someone throws a challenge at you. A phrase, a tone, a smirk. Your chest tightens. The defense builds up. Your mind prepares its counterattack. But the strong one stays quiet, not because they're weak, but because they see it. Every word is a doorway, and someone is knocking to get inside your reaction. They don't argue. They simply close access. While you burn inside, they stay still, because real strength is the ability to remain disconnected. Every emotion is an access port. Every reaction, a login key. The one who can trigger your anger already controls your energy. The one who makes you justify yourself already shapes your behavior. They don't need to win the argument. They just need you to answer, because your answer grants entry. The moment you react, you expose your structure. What offends you, what you fear, what you crave to prove. Strong people don't hide. They simply remain unreadable. They live encrypted. Most think strength means volume, but true power is frame control. Whoever defines the frame controls the outcome. If I can make you angry, I control your logic. If I can make you defend yourself, I already own the conversation. Every argument is architecture, and every emotional spike, an open window. Strong people close windows. They control the temperature. They don't raise their voices. They shift the entire atmosphere. Every reaction is a program executing. Someone inputs a trigger, and you output a predictable pattern. Most call this honesty, but it's not honesty. It's programmability. You think you're protecting yourself, but really, you're just running someone else's code. Strong people rewrite their scripts. They insert a pause between stimulus and response. That pause, that millisecond of awareness, is a firewall. It's where control is born. Strong people don't argue. They analyze. They understand that arguments aren't about truth. They're about control over attention. When you argue, you're not defending truth. You're defending your ego. The strong don't defend their worth. They embody it. They don't need validation, because value doesn't argue. And the smartest move is to never step into a system built for you to lose. Emotions are energy, and every reaction is a power leak. Manipulators don't live off logic. They live off attention. They don't need to be liked or feared. They just need to be felt. Strong people spend energy with precision. They don't waste it on noise, because silence is not emptiness. It's stored voltage. Silence isn't weakness. It's encryption. When you go silent, no one can read you. Not your tone, not your pulse, not your weakness. You become an unreadable system, a black box. In a world addicted to reaction, silence is rebellion. Strong people weaponize calm, because calmness is emotional invisibility. Every argument is an emotional hack. You're not being asked for truth. You're being scanned for access. They provoke you to see where the buttons are, which words trigger pain, which phrases deactivate logic. You think you're proving something, but you're only revealing your operating system. Strong people don't play that game. They see through it and step out before it begins. Power isn't persuasion. It's direction of attention. If I can guide what you look at, I can guide what you feel. And if I guide what you feel, I can predict what you'll do. Strong people never give away attention. They turn it inward, from reaction to observation. They're not emotionless. They're aware, and awareness is the end of manipulation. The difference between weakness and power is measured in milliseconds. Weakness reacts. Power delays, not out of fear, but precision. The strong don't respond to words. They read intention. When you delay your reaction, you reclaim authorship of your next move. And that's where conflict dies. Think back to the last time someone got under your skin. A message, a comment, a look. That surge. I need to answer this. You feel it rise before you think. But maybe it wasn't a conversation. Maybe it was a test, a check for emotional access. You weren't defending truth. You were obeying programming. Strong people recognize the test and disconnect. The moment you don't react, you pass the test that most fail. Real power doesn't speak loudly. It shifts the air. When a calm person enters the room, the atmosphere changes. Silence rearranges the hierarchy. It cools the emotional temperature. The loud become aware of their own noise. The storm realizes it can't touch the stillness. Because power doesn't dominate the moment. It rewrites the environment. Observation isn't passivity. It's dominance in disguise. While others react, you collect data. Their tone, their rhythm, their insecurity. Their words expose them. Their reactions reveal what controls them. Observation turns chaos into clarity. Strong people don't outshout, they outsee. Emotions aren't enemies, they're instruments. The strong don't suppress them, they design them. Anger becomes clarity. Fear becomes focus. Frustration becomes strategy. You can't stop the wave, but you can decide where it breaks. That's emotional architecture, the art of building your own control. Clarity is dangerous. People fear what they can't predict. When you stop reacting by pattern, you break their control loop. They'll call you cold, detached, arrogant, because they can't decode you anymore. But it's not coldness, it's sovereignty. You've stopped being readable, and the unreadable can't be controlled. Power isn't control over others. It's control over access. The strong still feel, but choose when emotion becomes action. When you can pause, you can decide. When you can decide, you can't be used. So next time someone tries to pull you into a fight, pause. Look at the moment. Who's really in charge, you or your reaction? True strength doesn't argue. It observes. It chooses. It stays offline. Until the signal is worth decoding. He no longer needs to prove. He no longer needs to react. He walks away, and the noise stays behind. He steps toward the light. The air grows still. Every sound fades. Every thought dissolves. His silence isn't absence. It's mastery. Every emotion enters, but none command him. Inside, there's no chaos, only order. Every feeling passes through and becomes understanding. He takes one step forward, and the world behind dissolves. No victory, no defeat, only peace.